In this section, we're going to talk about scientific method. The field of science is very broad. It includes many areas such as astronomy, biology, computer science, geology, logic, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Biology is also broad, so scientists have to focus on a particular area to study or do research. The sample careers in the field of biology could be molecular biologist, ecologist, physiologist, or microbiologist. Scientists must ensure that their efforts don't cause any damage to humans, animals, or the environment while they are doing their research. To study the field of science, a method has to be created. Sir Francis Bacon, who was an English philosopher, statesman, scientist, and author, created a method called Baconian method. It's a systematic approach to scientific inquiry based on observation, experimentation, and inductive reasoning. The scientific method is a series of defined steps that include observation, hypothesis, experiment, and collect results. First, we make an observation to find a question to ask. Based on the question, we generate an educated guess, which is called a hypothesis. That hypothesis should answer the question. To test the hypothesis, we make a prediction and design an experiment. Using the experiment and the data collected from the experiment, we will generate results and the conclusion. If the conclusions support our hypothesis, then that means our hypothesis is being tested. If the results do not support the hypothesis, then we have to generate a new hypothesis and then design new experiment to test our guess again. While using the scientific method, there are several things we need to pay attention to. The first thing is, while designing the experiment, we always need to include a control as a baseline comparison. Each experiment will have one or more variables. A variable is any part of the experiment that can vary or change during the experiment. Independent variable is about the treatment or experimental intervention to be given to the tested group. The dependent variable is the results or data we collected. There is also a confounding variable. Those are the variables we want to maintain constant in our experiment so they don't interfere to the result. Using this method, scientists can report their findings and expand their discoveries. The results reported also allow other scientists to confirm each other's results and maintain ethics in the research field. Scientific method has been used in both basic and applied science. Basic science seeks to expand knowledge regardless of the short-term application of that knowledge. The example of basic science include microbiology, molecular biology, physiology. Applied science aims to use science to solve real-world problems. This could be engineering, medical diagnosis, or development of vaccine for people to be used to prevent some viral infections. Human Genomic Project started as a basic science project, but nowadays the results can be used in the applied science. This concludes the section of scientific method.